Welcome back, guys. It is cold out. Yep, cold. Get all this stuff out of here. Sorry. It's going to be on my desktop. It's Monday morning for me. Trying to get back going with everything again. Hopefully the lighting's a little better. I tried to work on that today. I actually just turned on another light in my classroom. I don't like this many lights on because it bothers me. But if it helps you guys see a little better, let's do that. All right, let's get into this. This is Eureka Math, 4th grade, Module 3. Lesson 5, homework helper. All right, we are using the place value chart to break down these numbers. So let's start first. Look at our number. We have 6,462. So we've added that thousands place in. Before we're just in the hundreds. All right, let me sharpen my pencil real quick. All right, there we go. All right, so we need 6 in the thousand spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get rid of that number. We need 4 in the hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guys, it's important to be neat when you're doing this. If you're not neat, it will mess you up. I promise you. I proved it in my class on Friday. So let's make sure we're nice and neat when we do this. All right. All right. In the tens, we have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in the ones, we have 2. 1, 2. Now, the other important thing to remember is make sure this line is we're going to work under this line. So the orange line is not our line to help us work on. We don't want to work on top of that. If we work on top of that, we're going to start confusing. So we're going to go under. So here is 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups. My lines are shaky this morning. My goodness. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3 groups. They're not the neatest. That doesn't matter. If you want to get a ruler out, get a ruler out. All right, on the next one, I'm probably gonna get a ruler out now. But I don't have a ruler right now, so we're gonna not do that. All right. So let's look at how we can evenly try to break these out. Try to stay even. So put 1, mark 1. Put 1, mark 1. Put 1, mark 1. Now we need to make sure we need to go at least 3 spots so that we have the same amount in each of our groups. So we need to make sure we have at least 1, 2, 3 left, or this is not going to work. So let's look. 1, 2, 3. So we have enough. Put 1, mark 1, put 1, mark 1, put 1, mark 1. All right, we're good there. Now let's go to hundreds. 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. All right, we have 1 left in 3 spots. It's not going to work. So blow it up. Take it over here and add it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, quick question for you. Why did I add 10 here? I only crossed out 1 here. Why did I add 10 over here? Okay, hopefully that was enough time for you to give the answer. Remember, that's because 10 tens is equal to 1 hundredths. So when we're going smaller, we have to add more, okay? Because we need 10 tens to equal 100. So if we go backwards, 100 equals 10 tens. All right, let's start going. 1, 2, 3. I know I got a bunch of these, so I can go a little faster. If you're not comfortable, you can still go one at a time. If that makes you happy, let's be happy. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I have enough. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There's only 1 there, so let's blow it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, because we need 10 ones to equal 110. Right? Remember before we do the loop? My colleagues, she always said, get out your cowboy lasso and put a lasso around these to take them up. Well, if you're taking them back, you're going from 1 big one to 10 small ones, right? That's how we equal. That's what equal is. 110 is the same as 10 ones. So we got to break them back up. All right. 1, 1, 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice, neat, neat. All right, so in this group, in every one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. In the ones. In the tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and the hundreds 1, and the thousands 2. So 6,462 divided by 3 is 2,154. So how did we break this down? This, we need to kind of look at this when we're doing it, because this is our area model. Okay, all this and this are the same thing. Okay, I know the area model, I know that's messing with people. I'm going to do a separate video on that and an area perimeter video. I had people ask for an area video, but I think this is what they meant, but they said area and perimeter. So we'll do both. Oops, sorry, down here. Sorry. This and this are the same thing. Okay. Again, like I was saying, I had people ask for an aerial video for area and perimeter. I think they meant this aerial model, but I'll do one each. I should hopefully get that out on Wednesday of this week. Okay, so let's look. Over here, we broke this to 2 in each one, right? So 2 times 3, that would be 6,000. So when we break this down, we're breaking down that. So we're saying 2,000, right? Because that's how many in each one. The next one, we had 100s, but that's 3 hundredths. Okay. Our next one is here. That's 50. And our next one is here. That's 4 to give us our answer of 2,154. You don't have to write the numbers under here. I think it's a safe way to do it in case you mess up, so your teacher can see your work in case somehow you mess up a number here, and hopefully they'll give you credit for it. I can't promise they will, but hopefully they'll give you credit for it. All right, now to the area model. And I think this is what some of us are having problems with. So let's see what we can do. You can always, if you're still not comfortable with this, the biggest thing for me is we want to make sure we can solve the problem. If you want to pop one of these under here just for your work, but then you still got to fill this in. I don't see a problem with that, but that's, you just got to double check with your teacher that they're going to give you credit for showing the work. But if you're doing extra work, I don't think any teacher will ever get mad at you for that. All right, so looking back at this one, we need to break these down. It's not always nice and neat. We need it to be nice and neat. This is where this one gets kind of clunky, kind of confusing. So, I don't know. We're going to go slowly with this one. All right. So we need to put, if we break this number down, it's 7,356. Problem. We know this is not going to go in nice and neat all the time. Okay? It's not. So when we're putting this down, we got to kind of go slow with this one. So 4,000. We're going to do this one first because we might need to make some changes. But if we put 7,000 here, okay, so 4 times what would equal 7? Well, we know 4 times, there's no way 4 times anything equals 7. So we want to change that because we need to see how many times 4 can go into this number without going over it, right? So 4 can only go into 7 once without going over it. So I'm putting that there. I know 4 times 1 is going to give me 4, but I got to add my 3 zeros after. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're into a subtraction problem, and this is, I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of the area model, but I know some of you love it, so we're going to keep going with that. So 7, 3, 5, 6 minus 4, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so now we're done with the thousands. We have to go to the tens. So we're going to subtract. We get 3. Okay. So 3, and we're in the hundreds. 3. So we're going to say 0 and 56. All right. But we're just looking at the 33 because we're in the 100 spot. So how many times can 4 go into 33? If you got that multiplication chart, go on the top to 4, skip the 0, start going down. See where you can find the closest spot to 33. If 33 is there, great. I don't think you're going to find it there. Find it the closest spot to 33 without going over it. If you do that, you're going to end up at 32, right? 32. So, sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze. I had to stop for a minute. All right. So 32. So 4 times what is 32? Yep, that's right. Oh, this is another 0 there. Sorry. 4 times 8. And we're going to have 2 zeros after that because we have 2 zeros here. That's 3, 2, 0, 0. So we have 1, 5, 6. Sorry, bottom of the paper. Way down there. 1, 5, 6. Because we went under the 4. We went down to see how close we get to 33. We could get to 32. Right. This is where the area model gets a little clunky, but we're making it work. All right. So now we have 156 left. 1, 5, 6. We're just going to move this up here because we're out of paper. Okay. So we want to see how many times 4 can go into. We're just going to use the 15 right now because we're going to throw a 0 here. We're not worried about that one right now. So what's the closest 4 can get to 15 underneath 4 on the multiplication chart without going over 15? The closest we're going to get, what'd you find? Should be 12. 12. So 4 times what equals 12? 3. Throw that 0 up there. That's going to use this number here. So now subtraction on there. 6 minus 0 is 6. 5 minus 2 is 3. And 1 minus 1 is 0. All right, so 36. Go to 4. Go down. Or what times 4 equals 36? Give you a second. You should have 9. 4 times 9 is 36. So that one was a lot. That is 1,000 plus 800 plus 30 plus 9 equals 1,839. All right. Parents, if you're out there breaking it down like we just did, this is the way we've been doing it for a long time. All that is, if you look at it, is 3, 5, 6, 4. All this area model is breaking it down like we've been doing it for a long time. Exact same thing, where our first one would be our 1 here, right? And then we got 33 right there. So it's the same way we've been breaking it down for years. I'm going to do a video on the old school long way because these numbers are going to start getting bigger. We're going to have to start breaking stuff up different ways. So I'll try to do a couple videos to help with all that. All right, over here, draw a model to help. Look at what it says, a model. It doesn't tell you to use this one. It doesn't tell you to use this one. Use this model right now. This is less confusing for you right now than this model. All right, make sure you use it. Let's look at the back of lesson 5. Deepa colors 1/6 of a small poster. James colors 1/6 of a large poster. Deepa says that she and James both color the same amount because 1/6 is 1/6. Do you agree with Deepa? Explain your thinking with pictures, numbers, or words. This is similar to the one we did, I think, on lesson 4. So go back, look at that if you want. Hey, you can go back and look at the video again. Okay. Draw your shapes. Draw a smaller poster, draw a big poster. Deepa says that she and James color the same amount because 1/6 is 1/6. Is that the same? She's got a small poster. James has a large poster. Work that one out. Do you agree that 1/6 equals 1/6? Do a drawing. Let that help you. Sometimes pictures are easier. Okay? All right. More practice help is on the way, guys. I'm starting to put stuff on my Teacher Pay Teacher store. If you want to head over to that, there is a link in my bio. There is quiz prep. I know my class just had quiz A, and heads up for my class, which they might not see this one because this is an extra homework one. My class didn't get this homework assignment. Quiz B is on the way this week. I will remind you in my next video, but quiz B is on the way. So later today, or you're in school, actually most of you are probably still sleeping, but I will have up my Teacher Pay Teacher score. I'm going to throw out some quiz help on there for you guys to help you out a little bit and get you some extra practice so you're ready for that quiz, because teachers don't always tell you it's coming, but I'll tell you what lessons it's between to get ready for quiz B. All right, guys, this was Eureka Math Squared, 4th grade, Module 3, Lesson 5, homework helper. Have a good night. I lost my stop button. It disappeared. Where'd my stop button go? There it is.